Hey there, tribe. Welcome back. Been a little while. Missed y'all. But tonight, during tonight's live in the workshop, we're going to be looking at. I'm actually working on a Kydex sheath for a tomahawk for a friend. This one is for Jack Dawson. This is actually my tomahawk they made me that we're using as a model for this. Or he's got my trusty larceny as well. And then Scott here is going to be. I think, what are you working on tonight, Scott?
Shaping the handles.
So
a couple of handles to contour.
Nice. We hopefully will get those to polish.
Yep.
Oh, that one's one of the teak ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Battleship teak. Gotta love it. And then I'm, of course, going to be working on, I'm not sure yet. I've got too many things to work on. And Dan and Wallace will hopefully be here tonight, I believe so. And as well as getting my daughter hopefully on the grinder tonight, maybe. So we'll see if we can coerce her. Anyway, enjoy the show.
You got enough weapons to coerce me, right?
Yeah, these are the ones actually that I did over
All right, let's
the weekend right here.
get this.
So I got some Kydex sheets here that I'm still working on. These I got to put straps on. Oh, and rehandled one of our kitchen knives. So that's going to be hopefully finished up tonight and back in service. We had a broken handle on it, so we rehandled it, and I really love that sky blue.
Yeah.
That's looking really good. And I think I've got the Cura approval for
it's nice and light too.
For the size, yeah.
And obviously nice and thin. And I was like, I'm just shaking it around.
Makes me want to stab and cut things. All right, so yeah, back to work then, guys, and we'll happily say hi and answer questions as they come in.
Jordan said axe pants.
Axe pants, yep. Not to be confused with ass pants,
Yeah.
which are something entirely different.
Brian says hi.
Hey, Brian. I'm sorry your truck has a boo-boo. We miss you tonight.
Ready. Well, I'm glad I semi-charged my phone. I might be standing over here in a corner for a little while.
You need a battery pack for your phone?
I'm at 77%. My phone generally does pretty good. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of done with fighting with that camera.
Yeah.
It just seems like that camera's been, it's either great or a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Definitely not been a consistent experience, which kind of sucks. Whoop.
If I can bring it up to here and put a rivet right there, and then I won't have to worry about this splitting so much. So some of the stuff with Kydex is kind of fun. It's a problem solving. How can I get it to do what I want it to do? And this is revision 1. So it might take some more off of this right up here as well if I can pop a rivet back there. But I have to have it be able to be flexible enough to be able to kind of snap in. So that is the conundrum. So you have to have some give here, but not too much.
If you take that off, you were talking about a strap. So if you take this off, you put a strap on around it.
Well, that's one of the things I was thinking about. Like if I did that, I think what I would need to do is I'd need to actually come in here, and then I would have to have the strap be one that came around and then snapped in right there. So it might end up being like a custom strap.
Brian says Scott's hair is getting long, and Jordan says, hey, yeah, shave that head, you hippie.
Yeah, I was going to do cornrows or dreads personally, but...
What were you
Scott is a Rastafarian. That would be money to see.
Oh, yeah.
As a what?
That's a hairstyle worth going to, or giving to charity for.
Yeah, Jamaican.
Dreadlocks.
Yeah, no. No on the dreadlocks.
No on the dreadlocks?
No on the dreadlocks.
Not even for a good cause?
Oh no, there ain't enough money for that.
I'm gonna call your racing buddy. You'll be out more than Scott says he wants to try.
Yeah, I'll join another event. That just is no.
No?
No.
Not even a little bit?
No.
feel like this is an opportunity for growth for you, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Scott, shut the fuck
In
up.
more ways than one, right?
Oh, you know what would have worked really good with these? One of the friggin' microphones.
Oh, yeah?
One of the plug-in microphones for the phone so that we could
Oh,
still
yeah.
hear.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I have those in that orange case. If we're going to use that, I can put one on. If it's just Scott and I. All right, let's see if we can't. See if I can make strap out of this. Let's go this way. Trying to make sure I get all the eyelets in there the same direction. Just some little things. Use this just like I would use the hammer. Think quite like using the tool to make the cover for the tool. Now, let's see if I just totally messed that up. Gonna have to sand it a bit. Get some black evil dust.
I wish my phone fit in that thing on there because then I could just hold.
Yeah. We have some adapters with that.
I don't think any of them go this wide
Oh,
because they're made for normal people's phones.
Right, right.
I have one of those crazy flippy phones.
And you can't use the camera like with it closed?
I don't know. I don't know if it'll turn it off, and I don't want to risk
Gotcha.
it.
Yeah, we don't want to try that.
I could try it with it closed, but
I'm pretty sure it would fit them too.
then it's a matter of how thick it is.
Right. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get enough here that little hammer end can just slip into that and still lock without having to have it spread apart as much. All right.
Hey, success.
That's actually not bad. I'm pretty sure that one, the question is, will it come off? Not as easily as I would like yet. However, we've also got 4 layers of tape on here as an intentional shim. So, maybe, incidentally, my friend Jack does these.
Mom says hi.
Who?
Mom.
Hi, Mom. I mean, hi, love.
Wife. You're not my wife. My wife.
Actually, according to how she put it in my phone, I'm her favorite. She's my favorite wife.
I don't know how you can handle more than one.
That's assuming you're assuming that I am actually able to handle the one. All right. Oh.
We're not creepy. We're just different. Oh, Mom, yeah. Mom was saying that that's cool. So Dad's working on.
I feel like that's actually a pretty good fit to it. It's not going anywhere.
No? And, like, even if you have it, it's hard. Because I would say, like...
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. And so then it just becomes a... Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit too difficult
Yeah.
to remove still. So I'm going to create some more space in it.
It seems like it's going to be, like, a really, really, like, within, like, a small amount. Like, a fraction of amount where it's going to be too much.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to ride that line where it's like one bump too many and now it falls off. I'm also trying to free up a little bit more in here. I think that might help a little bit. Well, we'll see. A bump a little bit.
Oh, he had 2 others, so that's why that's why she's the favorite. You
What's
had
that?
2 other wives,
Oh, yeah.
so that's why you're the favorite. Not that you have.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
No, because I didn't know. I just always make the joke that you have more than one wife.
No, I don't. No. That's like me bugging you about my tracking number. It just ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, Jeremy, what Mom said. How you doing?
Good.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Ooh, I think we're close.
Jeremy's sassy today.
Oh boy. I'd take that down thinner.
Really?
Yeah, I would. It's almost a square handle right now.
Oh yeah. Just the back side.
It's so quiet.
Yep. Also, you talk. I would take the front down just a little bit more too.
Center.
Yep. And we could put the big wheel on there. Oh, you have the big wheel on. Never mind.
Yeah, I know.
Never mind. Yeah, you know what you're doing now.
I think I know how to do that now.
I think you do too.
Is this the big wheel you're talking about?
Not at all. No. That's a 3-wheeled little kid's bike out in the garage. The big wheel. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna need a lot more taken out. I'm gonna take a bunch off right down here now.
Well, you know what? Why don't you try to get a hold of Danathan and fucking Wallace? Cause not you, Mom. She's like, no Danathan and no brother Brian. They're the loud ass hoes.
Thermoplastic. Gotta love it. I just checked my phone to see if James actually responded.
5:50. He said he was on his way. So.
Do we believe him though? That's the
Well,
question.
it's 1:15 and he's still not here. So. I'm gonna go with no. By on the way, he meant I'll be leaving in 20 minutes or so. Maybe he'll even show up 15 minutes before the live ends this time. You mean a batarang? Yep, Danathan time. He runs on Danathan time.
o'clock.
I hate you.
Oh boy. Who's saying what now?
Mom said, "Oh yeah, finger that edge," but that's not even an edge. It's
Edge.
yeah.
Edge shaped, not edge.
Yeah, there you go. Edge shaped, not edge.
It's a genuine faux edge. Read that.
Well, I like that.
Right? I like that a lot better, Scott. I like that a lot better. Yeah.
It's not
What
going
do you think?
anywhere.
I don't think so either.
And I like that, like I have it and I can.
Pop it free? Yep. That's kind of where I was trying to get to. So it's actually a lot less than I thought it was going to be. And it's still kind of is sealed up in here, protected. Plus, because... Ooh, can you grab yours?
Yeah. You want to take that?
I'll just take it with you. Oh,
Well, I don't want it in my,
no,
you know.
that's okay. We don't need to visit your apartment.
Nope.
Well, we can do that. Yeah, you usually want to use that on a 2x4 or so, a piece of wood so you don't have the impact.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Very good.
Clean it up a little.
You can do that, no problem. Actually, that's not bad. It's more changing it with mine.
I don't. Mom told me to do it.
She too chicken to come down here and do it herself?
Yeah. Are you too chicken to come down here and rub his head himself?
Or is that just the top?
Ooh. Nope, you gotta come down and do it yourself, Linda. That's fighting words.
You can actually get more bluing and just re-blue it too.
Yeah.
Which is what the finish that Jackie was going to put on it. The blue finish, which is why it probably lasted so well. Hey,
Hi.
Abracadabra.
She says when you come upstairs, she'll do it. She just doesn't want to come all the way down here right now.
Too much effort.
Taunt, taunt. Yeah.
Nice, that looks good. That's really good.
Hi, Wallace.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay.
What you got?
My full-size design. It's a cross between the sled and what was the other blade we were using?
It was one of the other fighters.
One of the other fighters with
Yeah.
the fuller handle.
So you basically took what you wanted that you liked and made it into a single blade.
I made it into a baby. No, it's its own thing. I'm a proud papa. Kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, you made a sheet. Ooh.
It fits.
Hold that for a sec.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Boop.
I made it for this one, and then it fits on hers.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Woo! Go ahead, girl. Hit it again.
Can't. Oh, wow, that's still pretty hard to get off.
That's what she
Woo!
said.
Yeah, maybe not with the bracelets.
Yeah.
Then you put it in like.
So then you put it down into it. Nope, no, you had it right the first time. So
Oh,
just
really?
go like this, and then
Ah.
now pop it down.
Oof. I like how it snaps in,
This
though.
is proof of concept right here. So
This one seems a little bit tighter on this one for some reason. Because that one I didn't have nearly as much of a problem with.
Well,
It
and-
goes on and off, but.
No, you're right. You're right. So we have to adjust it. Where's it hanging up? Is the question.
Yeah. Oh, whoop, whoop.
What happened? Did I do something?
It
People just
appears
got
that you did.
really sick.
I did?
No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
apparently you reversed my camera.
Whoops. My bad, y'all.
Sorry you had to see my face.
Okay.
Ah.
So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and bring this back a little bit more here. Because I feel like that's where it's binding up on.
Do I look just like you? I do.
By the way, we are in that position, in that spot now where one bump could be too many.
Yeah. So this one is Dad.
So where are you at? You need to
This one
position
is
your hole, the holes for your pins. Oh shit! Okay, so this one's
Yours. Yeah, this one's
That's
fine.
where we're at. I think that's where it was at.
Okay.
I think we're going right. If you want to do that before it hardens.
That's better, yeah.
Alright, give that a try.
My actual hand. Oh yeah.
That's pretty much the money right there.
That's perfect.
All right, proof of concept proven. Nice.
And it's still.
Yeah, I think you can do a full power swing on that, and it would not actually come off.
Yeah, I have to actually bump it
Yep.
for it to come off.
Yeah,
and
Jack-
it's pretty hard.
Yeah, and Jack had mentioned that he doesn't want a hook on it. He just wants to be able to tuck it in his belt, and then put one of these on whenever he wants to train it. This is really quite a minimalist approach.
Yeah.
Kind of digging it.
I can see it.
Oh my god. Only 45 minutes after he texted, he was on his way.
The dark seems bright.
Is that true?
Oh, and charge my phone, but I don't have a USB-A.
Oh. Here, Wallace, take that. I'll go grab a. No, it's fine. I have a bunch of blocks. Bye. Boop, boop, boop.
Ha ha! I'm the cameraman now. Ha! You're moving too fast, Chuck. Probably look. Are you looking for something more warm? So you don't eat too much.
Thank you, sir.
Good idea. You did say you were potentially in one bump too many territory.
Yes, I am. And absolutely in that territory.
Might be it.
Which is why I have this speed turned
Oh,
way
smooth.
down.
Yeah, you got it like on 20.
Yep.
Oh, 15 minutes left. Dan just showed up. Jeremy goes, oh, 15 minutes left. Dan has too many masters and that's why he's like,
Listen, I had just the right amount.
sorry.
I had just the right amount.
Of Mom said, did you read Mom's comment?
Yeah, I did that.
She said Dan had too many masters and patience. So this is a family show.
Trouble getting him back in the closet.
I'm 53. I get whatever I can at this point.
All right. So what are you going to be working on?
Let's see. I am going to be starting some projects tonight. I took some templates out of my bin, and I'm going to be rough cutting those to get them ready for heat treat.
He doesn't get any stardom today.
You know
Come on,
what?
He's late. He doesn't
I
any
get
of that
all the stardom.
He definitely gets all the attention. He can.
shit. Blue man.
I am an attention.
Borler?
I'm sorry, is there an echo in here?
In his streetwalker diatribe.
Woo! I got another one.
Attention,
I like that one.
Yeah. I mean, just because I want all the attention and that tells me how people love me, does not mean I'm an attention. Please. I went to my shop.
Yeah?
And I got all of those that we folded yesterday, trimmed, and then I sanded. Oh, that's awesome.
I'm gonna start calling her fun size. Mom was commenting earlier, she's like, I hate that you're the taller, prettier version of me, and Jeremy was like, oh, you're just the fun size version. And then Mom's like, I'm leaving now, and Jeremy's like, okay, fun size.
Fun size. She is my fun size.
Gross.
Just right.
Gross. Gross.
Whining over there. Holy shit.
Wait, I
Is
need to
Jack
look.
on?
I do not know. He has not said anything if he is.
So you're saying Jack is off?
Jack is off, but I love him anyway.
Yeah, they won't let me tap to see who's
Man.
on.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like
Check it
another
out.
Wednesday for Dan.
Dude, that's great.
So that was problem solving.
That's fantastic.
And you want to click and just go fucking go?
Yeah. And it's perfectly safe to spin around the back.
Can I see it on your phone?
What's up?
Dude.
Yeah, it's yours too. So
Normally it'll let me tap the number to see how many people are live or
Really?
watching, but like I don't, it's not letting me tap to see.
Check this out here. No. I think it's actually done. You just have to burnish the sides. But from right here,
Yeah.
that, and now
Yeah.
there you go.
Nice. I like it.
Look at you. Better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
So yeah, he can just tuck it in his. He wants to go tuck it in his belt and go. So I didn't need a belt clip or anything.
But you know, with these things, you can always add
You can
stuff
still
if
put
you
a
want.
dangler in there or something, and let it sit. But yeah, I think that turned out way better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
So between now and the trip, I'll try and get one more made, and then I'll make some for us, for ours and all that.
Awesome.
Rumor has it I'll have to make one for Wallace too.
So Chuck,
Yeah.
I'm making some EDCs,
Okay.
and I've got 52100,
Okay.
but I usually do 80 CRV for.
Okay.
What can I expect different between 80 CRV2 and 52100?
Okay. So after heat treats, where you're gonna see the most difference.
Okay.
This stuff does move a little bit less easily than the 80 CRV2 that we love and know so much.
Okay.
But this stuff for an EDC will take a hardness and an edge like nobody's business.
Okay, so this is going to get harder essentially.
Then 80 CRV2.
And that means it's also going to grind a little bit harder.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You
But
knows that.
it'll also retain its edge.
Yeah.
All right.
It also, I'd be very surprised if you can get it etched beyond a light gray.
Okay, so maybe not great for etching.
Right.
Okay. Or at least maybe I'll cut some off and do a test.
Yeah, we can absolutely do that. Yeah, we'll do a coupon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? We'll do that together. We'll do that first. I'm going to cut a little piece off of here, and then I'll put a hole through it, and I'll
Well,
dip
it's
it
going to be different after it's
heat treated.
it's heat treated though, because that's when you've got the carbon
That's when you
trap
got
where
the
you want.
carbon.
And like one thing you'll notice that we only do a partial
Yep.
etch, like at a workshop. When we go to, if we do an etch after the heat treat in temper, you'll notice where the line of the oil was.
Right, that totally makes sense.
So we can do a coupon, make sure we set it up for like one of the other work
Okay. I'll
workout
just put a
lives.
little hole in it.
Yeah, but that stuff is amazing. I did that big Neo buoy out of that,
Oh,
and
nice.
it polishes up beautifully.
Well-
the whole neg's like nobody's business.
I got a whole bunch of EDCs I'm gonna.
All right, cool. Yeah, awesome.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, pre-heat treat, it's going to move very similar, but it still won't move as fast as any CRV2, but it's not so bad as like stainless. Right. Okay, but after heat treat, that's when you're going to notice the big difference.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, so I would space those out differently. So one of the things you want to do is.
Well, I know I want to do a mosaic on the side.
No, well, that's fine. I'm going to go on this side.
Okay.
So first of all, you want to make sure that you've got, unless you're intentionally short gripping it, like for
Okay.
flipping and stuff, you want to make sure that you have handle material coming out from your grip. Okay. So like a lot of these, for instance, when you grip it, you can see right there, there's handles. Now, I intentionally did a short grip on
Yeah, that's
on
right.
this one because I wanted to be able
Finesse it a
to
little
play
bit.
with it a little bit, and that's why I named it the fidget. Alright, but with this, what you want to do then is do you want to land your
I mean,
tube?
it'll all sand out when you.
Oh wait, that's a bigger
That's
tube,
too
isn't it?
small.
Oh yeah, bigger. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so
We'll
let's
one
do
lanyard.
a lanyard tube right there, and we'll do a 3/16 right there.
Okay.
Okay. Now the front one, I'd recommend right about here probably,
Okay.
and I'm gonna leave it to you to make sure they're centered.
That would.
We want to do center this way and center this way. Now, find the midpoint between these two, and that's where you want to put
I'll bring
your
some,
mosaic. That way you got them spaced out nicely.
Okay.
Okay?
Um,
That would be my recommendation.
I'm with it. Makes sense to me. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be 3 or.
Dude, this is
2
your
or four.
design, man. This is one of like your
Yeah.
good ones. So I would say I recommend doing that. Do it upright.
This is. Of course.
This
It's
actually leaves a little bit.
3 1/4.
So you'd need 1.5 plus an eighth.
It's super
Right
dense,
there,
so it
then.
doesn't- the epoxy can't get to the cell structure. But it's
1
dense, so
1/2.
it's good.
Really happy how that freaking turned out.
It says Jack is watching now.
Hey Jack, this is for you, sir. I'm not sure if you saw earlier or not,
Is it really? I don't want.
but
You'll be done with this.
we've been kind of tuning this one in so far this live. I also sent you pics to your messenger, so you can take a look at that. And check this out.
Yeah, watch him drop
Watch
that.
me drop it, because I'm a surgeon.
All right. You're in a little bit more on this side.
No rattling. Okay? And then,
Oh, yeah.
So I would say on your next.
Let's see if it works.
Don't go back. Don't,
and then
don't,
this,
Don't go back a grip. But
right there like that. This is the one you did for my daughter.
Woo! Look at that.
Still can tuck it in your belt, but it just pops right off. Just like that. So I'm bringing this one down for you to play with, and then I'll be making a couple more. I'm going to try and get you 2 of them before the trip, so you can put one on your friends for training.
Almost one pretty
But
easy.
yeah, we'll get some done for you.
You think it'd be easy to put a lanyard on that end and you can just pull it up?
No, because the reason I say, and you could always put a lanyard on there, but the problem is that
Jack says, pretty slick.
it's all Kydex, baby.
Oh, okay.
Pop it down. There you go.
That's pretty easy.
Now you could do. My concern with having a lanyard to pull is over pull, where if you just grip it up short, then you can kind of get that. What I might do in other models is actually leave like a little more of a thing
Thumb
sticking
stick,
down
yeah.
so you can pop it up,
Oh.
and then just like that. And then you are ready to go scalping.
Hey.
I'm in your way.
Huh?
I said, I'm in your way. You were doing your stuff right where I was standing.
And then 3/16, 3/16, 3/16, 3/16. Then go back through with a 5/16 and a 10 millimeter.
That's like what's happening right now.
It's okay. Just close your eyes and
I don't want to turn around. I don't want to know what's going on behind me.
You're a big boy, relax.
It's all good.
I got
No.
student
It's all
loans.
good.
You don't see any of that. That's,
It won't hurt for very long.
gotta wash my eyes out.
Avert your eyes.
Avert my eyes. It's like I can't stop watching. That's the problem.
Clean yourselves up, gentlemen. Jesus.
For a guess, that's pretty close to even. It's just short of an inch. You can see it. There we go.
It feels just wrong to not have any same building. Become our thing. But you know what, Dan? You should probably just check this for you.
I need, madam.
Sir.
This is.
Is that white? Is that white?
Oh shit. I think that one's 80 CRV2.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, let me double check.
So the way you can tell, like this steel is not marked, so I don't know what kind it is, but they color them on the end so that you can look on the end of it. Yeah.
So this is 80 CRV2.
And that's ACRV2.
1084 is typically like a dark blue.
Actually, let me check here. 'Cause
No, really.
There you go. That's 52100,
And 1084.
Yeah.
and then 1084. So if you're ever doing this at home and you're like, I wonder what this is, you can check the end.
I don't know if this is an industry standard or if it's just
New Jersey steel bearing.
New Jersey steel bearing, but they
I bet it's industry.
I only use really New Jersey steel bearings, so from a cost perspective, they're just the best in quality too.
Yeah,
so
I
far.
think so too.
All right, what do I need to work on next? Should probably get this done for the fan here. Let's see how many times I can cut. How many times I can cut Wallace one, just kind of flipping it around and
It is very light, so.
conducting the silent symphony.
That's close. Where's this one now?
How's it going over there, Scott? Good.
Oh. Probably that might be it. Wait a minute.
So really what you want to do is make sure you've got your spacing, just make sure the distance from the dot to this side and dot to that side are relatively close.
Well, it shrinks up here. These are, yeah, it's just short of an inch, just like it is over here. Yeah,
So one of the things you can do too is measure, measure the width and put it in half and then set this, and then look at it from this perspective.
Nerd.
I'm channeling my inner Jamie.
Check out my pencil case. It's the most awesomest. It's got Sharpies. It's got this little deal here, right? Lots of pencils. An X-Acto knife,
Garrett, put your sack away and get back to work.
right? Boom. I'm gonna cut all that steel out
With
with
that,
this X-Acto knife.
you gotta make real precise cuts.
You're
So.
gonna cut that steel out with an X-Acto knife? That's
Yep.
awesome. Is that an adamantium X-Acto knife?
It is.
Cool.
How
I'm just
long
that
do we think that's
strong.
gonna take?
Longer than I'm going to be alive. So Dan actually had a great idea. I think I want to mount these to a plate with a power switch on. That way we can take them off, tuck them underneath, and have a work surface.
Oh yeah.
I love that idea.
This is about to get really brutal because I got to use the loudest tool in the shop.
Oh shit, you're gonna want to use this one.
All this stuff. It's gonna get
Alright, I'm gonna come over here.
So loud.
And you guys, you let me know what you just need a break.
Wait, you're good, you're good.
I'm not using my ears anyways.
Hearing is overrated. Here, you want me to run the camera for a bit? You get to play? Or?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I just want you to have an opportunity.
No, I'm good. My back hurts.
Sure.
Here's two.
Leaving that one alone.
I think it's bad posture.
You want to seat this in on for a little bit?
No, I'm good. I can't move around if I'm sitting.
That's
I was gonna tell you about your posture too. It's pretty bad.
Shut up, Wallace. I'll fight you.
You can't fight me with a bad back.
Says who? I just gotta make yours worse.
Stabbing doesn't really require many back muscles.
All I gotta do is sneak up behind you and right in between the vertebrae.
Can't sneak
Just-
behind.
You can't sneak up on me. Shake.
Set this for a half of the total width. And then go, okay, and that, it should be the same. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's even a bit more roll around too. That one. Oh, dude, that's sad. 440 right now. I feel like there's a high spot right here. But that's being nitpicky. This side, yeah. This side looks a little bit more flat to me than right over here. Yeah, maybe this is the white. Yeah, because you see, I'm looking at the line right here, which is the line right here, and that's being super nitpicky. But see where that kind of pebble edge is right there? Yeah, just a little bit. But other than that, you probably get, what grid are you on? 440. You probably get that with the 800 pump. Something good, Scott.
Alright, David. Do this again. But this didn't come out right.
Dad. Jack says, when y'all come to Tennessee this month, you need to teach me how to twirl my micro CMZ bloody bill. Or, I'll have a large box of Band-Aids on standby.
Nah, you're gonna need them. Speaking of yeah, this one is the one I was sending you pictures of. I wanted to be able to send you some video. first sneak peek, Jack. You're there for the test.
Jack says he has a plaque when he gets that knife.
It's a pretty plaque, too. He sent me a picture of it.
Yeah. He's like, I have a plaque waiting on that knife.
Oh, yeah. It's good. Heading out this week for the Maker's Market in Reading.
Dude, I would change it. Make all kinds of damn noise.
All right. Well, just careful that it's not on you.
Yeah, and let me know.
Ah, dude. Oh, this is a lot of work.
Still measuring pinholes.
I am. It does, but it doesn't. It doesn't match up with this one. It's supposed to be even.
You sound a little resentful of that.
Nothing's even in my life. Nothing. Nothing even have unmatching socks.
How are you doing there, Wallace?
I'm dead inside.
I'm dead inside.
Well, this side's, I don't know, it's thinner, so it doesn't matter. You can't figure it out.
So here's what you want to
Very
do.
good at this.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go right over that. That's 118. So what's that divided in half?
So it's going to be, what, 50,
58? No, 59.
9.
So we'll see. Okay, so now go there and go there. And that one's pretty well placed. Do the same thing for this one. I wouldn't worry about this one
Okay.
because that one's not going to be centered anyway.
Nope.
Right?
Hey. Alright, we're good, man. Alright, this is close to matching as yours.
With 2, 3 instead of 2, because I had the right last year.
Dad!
Just from a texture and stuff. It's only 400 right now, but I wanted to kind of get how you, if you had to use it, is that something that'd be pleasing to your hand?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool, thank you. $800 it is.
top.
I want to add a little cutting roll. And I did like a little pilot. That's what I did. Too hot.
I think we're gonna
How they gonna catch?
How you doing, Aaron? Through it. That's awesome.
Huzzah!
Nice work.
Whew, that stinks.
Yeah.
I got a rough right in the butt.
Well, yeah, still, I mean, that's
Like my new cologne?
rough cut stuff.
Very manly. Very demure.
Drills him. See you later.
Drills. Or drilled by him, maybe.
Alright, so 10 millimeter is going to be that mosaic. And that's in the another
Pretty sure that's not what a knife handle should look like. That looks a little dangerous. Should probably clean that bit up in there.
So I've gotten this all sanded down, and now I'm just trying to clean up the spine a bit. Because when you're sanding this, you tend to rough all this up to about there. And so I want everything to look like it's one continuous piece that's been worked at the same time. So now it's just kind of what we jokingly call dialing in the spine. I actually took the edge off this to work on it, and I'll put it back down when we're done. Pretty happy with that. How's that feel to you? Put the handle up to 2,000 here.
That feels nice.
I think I want to hit it on the big wheel a second on this part of the spine, but other than that, I think we're ready to bust.
Yeah. It's pretty. Oh, that's a smell.
All right, who's got the hardwood? That almost smells like, smells like that ironwood.
God, it smells like burning butthole hair down here right now.
guys got anything here?
Yeah.
If I find someone's finger grinding on it, we're gonna do something about it. That's a smoky cat.
That's what I said. Hey. Poor Dan. He's got no idea. Right over his head.
But I have it went over my head first, so.
I think it's too big. I'm gonna squeeze over here.
Oh, go ahead.
You can have the seed.
Nope, I'm good.
I don't need the seed. I just need the polisher.
Oh, Paul Vitarelli's here.
Paul Vitarelli. Hi, Paul. Miss you, brother. Not sure where the summer went, but it seems to be gone already.
Yeah.
Am I remembering this wrong, or was this one actually kind of like one of your favorites that we made for the upstairs?
Yeah. And then,
Lightweight.
yeah, really lightweight. And, oh gosh. I used it a bunch and then, yeah, I think I dropped it.
Yeah, and then that, well, and that honeycomb, that particular purple, I think we had
Yeah.
some issues with anyway, so I wanted to replace it with a solid.
It's a pretty quiet day in the shop.
How's that feel to you? There's probably a burr in that
I was gonna say just like right there. I can kind of barely feel it. I'm really not that worried about it.
Yeah, I can't do anything about
Yeah.
it. Unfortunately.
You can't even really feel it. I mean, I can only feel it because like I was looking for it or looking.
Yeah. Well, that's everything except for it. I'm putting that giant, it's ready to go upstairs.
Yeah.
Alright.
Paul says he likes the turquoise.
I do too.
Yeah, Steve, we had to use my phone camera today, so that's why it's a little bit better of an image. But It is. It's very loud in here. I blame that one. That one, it's his fault.
He resembles that remark.
Steve Perry said, noisier shot, but better images.
Who said that?
Steve Perry.
Yeah. Well, you know, we can't take Dan anywhere, Steve. Or Scott, for that matter.
It's the mouth on that one.
Ooh, okay.
Good? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that wants to peel a layer of skin off.
Right? Yeah, so this one is ready to go back upstairs then.
Yeah. Yay! What are you doing?
Finishing up my hole. Gotta make sure I actually these 3/16 are, you know, it's color. Hollowed out a bit more. Guys, I gotta grab somebody a brass pin. See if they'll slide right through them. If they do, these will be good. I already tested this hole. That's 5/16. That one made it through. 10 millimeters it went through.
Did it? Okay, did you ream it out?
I was expecting it.
Keep it.
So right now I'm just rough profiling this sheath. I tacoed it over, it put in the press when it was hot. And now I'm just trying to get into the rough shape I want before pinning it. I'll have to kind of start pinning it pretty quick here.
So that's why we want to kind of over-ream the hole, and then we'll drill the handles actually on point.
So at 3/16 you go down more than this?
Yeah, you want it to literally have wiggle room.
What are you doing now?
I gotta ream them out just a little bit more. So he said, no, I want to have more wiggle room in it. No. So I'll do it just a little bit more. I've been trying to fight to get that shit on later.
That much raw bottom.
Very happy.
Actually, I got one for you. You want to take it down to this cover you normally start?
I'm gonna be down in lab. Just all good there.
Alright, but that will get the gouge done relatively quickly. Just give yourself enough so you can get the gouges out. There's like a 1 point.
We're gonna do the 3/16 first.
With that, I don't have to worry about it. Just go flat right now. So like you just where I was start, right? You can start,
I'll be back.
You can actually start contouring this. So we actually, yeah, I realized that wasn't taped. Well, it was. Well, not anymore. You might want to run a band of tape where it just overlaps that a little bit, and let this cool down. Where you start breaking down the epoxy. Something you can actually do that. Watch how that grass gets out.
Alright.
Start doing that, and then go back to the center and take it down some more quickly. And clean out the dog periodically.
That is going to be sexy as hell. So yeah, this one's going to be a pin right here, and then boom.
Shank somebody with that.
It's almost like a pistol. But the thing I like about this is that actually that edge leaves your knuckles.
Yeah.
And you can make a full-on fist with it and have to be comfortable. Your fingers not like offline. And you can still, if you want less than leaf wash, you can still put them like a ring. Happy side.
Paul says that'll cut a bit.
Not like that.
Paul said that'll cut a bit.
That will definitely, yes. That's actually part of a new line I've got coming out after next shows. Speaking of shows, October 5th at Ensley, Venue in Ensley in Howard City, right?
Alright, so coming up in October on the 18th and the 19th, we have Out of the Barn. And then the very first weekend of October, October 5th, I do believe it is October 5th, we have another show at Venue on Ensley. So first weekend and then third weekend, right?
Yeah, and that one is actually, I saw that Out of the Barn is starting to push out a lot more marketing for that one too. So third weekend, we're going to be there Friday and Saturday for Out of the Barn in Holland.
In Holland,
Yeah.
yep.
And that's always a really fun show. Lots of good people and great stuff there.
If you have a wife or a husband or whatever that really likes crafting and that's not your thing, and you want to come and see our booth, you can come hang out with us at our booth and look at knives.
We already babysit the husbands and
Yeah.
fathers and uncles and
Yep, grandpas and
mothers, yeah. And actually, you know, some of the moms and wives and daughters and stuff like that as well. Yeah, I would say go through 120 now and go back over it. And then you'll be ready to start.
It's not how you
raising,
use knives.
The finger wells. But yeah, definitely. That looks good stuff.
Woo, look at you accomplishing stuff. We're at 122, hour and 22 in.
Okay, so we got 40 minutes then?
About 40 minutes.
Awesome.
How are we doing?
Time flies.
Going all right. I'm trying. I don't want to. Well, I'm trying to make sure I don't
Good.
overream these too much. But
No more from Nikos?
my test right now is to see like if I can stick the
Pin.
rod in.
Yeah.
If there's enough light in there, maybe I can see sort of.
Bourbon that she
Just a little
Yeah.
tap, tap,
You said
shake,
it's
shake.
You said it's supposed to be able to move in there a bit, and so I don't think I want to take off too much,
Can you?
but I can kind of,
Oh yeah, no, there's,
yeah, I can move
you got
around.
movement room in
I got a
there.
little movement in there. I got a little of that in there, and I'm just if I can see like an outline or the circle of the floor, kind of like the moon or whatever, like an eclipse. I think I'm going to use that as my test. Hopefully that should be enough. That's enough of a guide to keep me from overreaming too much. And then we're back to the final one, the 10 mil. 10 mil one. A little bit more. There we go. That's moving around in there. It's gonna be a pain after you cut these and actually go to put on handles and glue everything in. That's the real test, right? That's when you're gonna find out if everything's gonna be on or off. And I seen what happened to him when it was off one time. He still complains about his elbow. I don't want that to be me.
What's going on?
You want to go?
Woo!
Let's get the handle done, then we'll worry about the leg. Okay? And honestly, let me do something for you real quick here.
I can't tell you how many times I think they were Picasso. It's like,
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit these flats though.
Yep, I
in a
know.
sec.
I know.
Once I get the green light, I'm gonna
I'm
hit these
actually
flats.
I'm leaving some more space.
Kind of poured up in them.
And I'm gonna just,
Probably just bing bing, clean that off a little bit.
I'm gonna just take this shit out, okay?
This
I'm not
stuff.
taking one with me, but take off later.
Don't do that. You're gonna end up with steel underneath your nails.
I need to be serving when you're ready.
If you guys are just coming in, make sure you stop in and say hey, send a message.
What's that?
I was talking to the people on the live. We had a couple of new people. If you guys have any questions or want to know what anybody is doing, be sure to ask. I'll go and kick them a little bit. They really enjoy that. I mean, I enjoy it, and I really don't care whether or not they do. So.
And this isn't the one you're gonna use, it's just the one I want to test. Which one has the 10 mil in it? Okay.
Good Lord!
Yep. Now you do it now, then after heat treat. Because they have to after heat treat.
Oh, man. We don't want a Bugio incident.
Nope. That is how I want it. I'm gonna pin this shit. Sugar.
Oh, that's mine. My cord. I'm gonna set this here for a second. Take this. I guess I gotta see what the phone's at first. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, I like that.
Alright. Alright, we gotta finish up the 316, so we're good. Good on
Right,
holding
and-
at least.
Drilling holes in the Kydex for eyelets. And with this one, I want to have people to have the option of mounting it straight up and down here, or on this side as an angle, depending on how you want to deploy it. Okay, so. Boop. There's one.
There we go. Okay.
Peanut butter Dan.
How's your back doing?
But I'm good. Fine. We got a half hour left.
So now comes the eyelets.
I do have another smaller wheel. Can I show you something on that?
Yeah.
You don't want to use the hard part. You want to just use the rubber wheel. Because the rubber wheel doesn't shatter like a metal wheel does. Okay? Now what you're doing is you're feeling for any sort of bumps along the way. Now for this, I feel bumps right in here. So you're going to basically do this. Once again, on the rubber wheel. Okay. You can actually also, as you get closer, use the slack, and that will chew all that up. Okay.
It's already getting warm.
I have to open your bucket.
Wait a
I
minute.
know there's a lot of stuff in there, but
There's always a lot of stuff in there. A lot of stuff.
Got sample things, Scott?
Yeah.
Nicely done, sir. I have more faith in you again.
loud noises.
Yes, loud noise. I want to get one of those arbor presses where you can start painting and it's done, but here we are. Getting frustration and anger management out.
Mm-hmm. So much dust.
Alright?
Oh yeah, no, my phone's just covered. That's not how those work.
I'll catch it. Alright, so now we see without the tape on if we need to put another eyelet in there. Incidentally, for those of you who have not seen this one before, here it is without the tape. I love that Ford scale look. I just do. And it's definitely got the pointy bits.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Kira.
Here, you're gonna have to take that. Yeah, nice and
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna step back a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want to get that. I don't know what you're talking about. Complete and total
That was 3D. So what do you think of that new one?
little tight, but
A little tight?
so good. There's a little part right here where
Oh,
it's
gotcha.
like
Okay.
pulling on it. You can
Yep,
see where it's
I can
kind of.
see that. I got it. Thank you. That's why I wanted to have you look at it. Because after a while, I look at it way too much.
Mm-hmm. Fresh eyes, you know.
the edges. Yeah, so if you look at the edges here, right now they're kind of matte and dusty looking. So we're actually going to burnish those with a wheel, kind of similar how I do like the leather welt in the seams. It just kind of gives it a nice little shiny finished look. So we'll go over here and see if I can have it not get pulled out of my hands. Okay. See now here, we're starting to get a little bit more glossy. And we just want to kind of take that dusty look off and make it look a little bit more finished.
About to be a worldwide sensation, Wallace.
Hey! Got my album coming out 3 weeks from nothing.
Drop it.
Pistol music coming soon.
Pistol music.
The mixtape's free. The album costs something.
You alright over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good?
Been there like somewhere. I just kind of gotta get on the small wheel now, I think. Get this little wing slide part. Good, dude.
Devious turn.
I dubbed these complete. And that, I think, yes.
Beautiful.
Alright. Hybrid needle. Ready for Maker's Mark. And now for the micro needle. Let's cut that one now.
Ugh. Nope, I need to
Coming over here intentionally to crowd you.
Yeah.
This stuff gets really warm. I'm actually running this probably too fast, but this is how I roll. Occasionally. So what happens is it gets hot while you're standing it, and then it just turns into goo.
And I'm dead.
You're never dead. You're always
On the inside.
Yeah, you can always do that.
Are you waiting for him?
I'm probably gonna hop on the.
Oh.
Come on, I gotta hit the inside.
Let me get off the chair. Being a lazy bum.
The new game is the keep moving.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Let's see how long it is before she stabs us with one of our blades.
I have multiple within like arm's length. We're not even talking about the hammer, like, which is obviously I mean, I know the knives and stuff, but like,
He was
murder.
in the shop with the hammer. By his daughter.
Sometimes you have to murder your dad. That's just how it is.
I was going to argue with you, but
How are we looking at time?
About 15 minutes. We're at 1:43, so around 15 minutes left.
I talked a little bit over chat today with Greg Magnuson from Phoenix Bracelet.
Yeah.
He said, I was asking, like, is there any way that we can potentially, help promote or do like this change or things like that? He was doing great.
Yeah.
However, they are launching a new website this week.
Okay.
It's still the same PhoenixBracelet.com. It's just they're completely revamping the website.
Oh, okay.
I'll make sure that people know to check them out if they work with Greg at all.
Well, make sure we put that in the very end there too, and then definitely go through.
Got
We
my
have them on
cheat
the
sheet.
camera.
Got my cheat sheet still up there for you.
Go and check the double check the dates of the shows
Yeah.
before we end, and then that way we can tell everybody once more.
Alright, like that. There you go. I'm not going to go back to that yet, so that needs to be before you do the whole separate, change it.
Yeah.
We'll do the whole.
So is this fine, or do I need to?
No, that's good. No, that's good. That's perfect. That's excellent. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Andy drew a couple of that other bit.
Yeah.
It's in there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
When they just used, or
Yeah, the one I just used.
Bleed.
Just collect the blood, don't let it go to waste.
Yeah. I learned the other day that one person has enough iron in their body to create roughly a single nail. So,
Hopefully they're meat.
well, yeah. Well, on average, the typical human has about enough iron in them to create a single nail.
I
So,
need a whole lot more than that.
yeah, a couple
My
hundred.
two-handed claymore.
We're a couple hundred. You're not supposed to say things like that on camera.
Oh, sorry. Disregard.
this.
That's mine.
Taking up both drill presses.
Yeah, man, that's how I roll.
Don't press me.
I do
Don't
curls-
press me.
I do curls and squat rack too, bro.
What? I don't know what either of those. I don't know what any of those are.
Nobody would guess that you wouldn't know what either of those things are.
Girl in a squat rack? Is that like Chinese?
Yeah, that is Chinese.
Ah! We're gonna be able to heat treat your big ass blade here.
What in the name of all that is good and holy?
Because we got Wallace is finishing up his. So this is one by Dan.
I'm making some big ones and some little ones.
Ooh!
Yep, she's he calls this one the cake.
Why?
Because it's big and grabbable.
I hate
I'm
men.
totally kidding. I don't know if he does that or not.
I call that one
You don't want it to fit in your hand?
the lil fella.
The little fella.
The lil
Just
fella.
he's just a baby.
It's just a baby. How much longer do we have?
We have 12 minutes left. Well, you could do it after.
If people don't see me doing it, it's not worth doing.
I won't camera or put the camera on you anyways.
And we're back to attention gathering.
Use a hoe. You know that use a hoe. How do you feel about your knife so far?
It feels pretty good. I think it's going to feel even better when we get the bottom material on it. But for being, it's not super thick, but for a full-size blade, I think it's going to feel pretty good. At least in my opinion. Yeah!
Always
Full-size
having
blade.
way too much fun there.
Full size, yeah.
Not fun sized.
Not fun size. Sorry, Mom. This one's full sized. Ribs for my pleasure.
Ugh.
You know what? I do want some ribs.
Now I want ribs.
I do want some ribs. It's been a little while. Right?
Yeah. I need to do them in the smoker though.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. With the cooler weather coming out,
Mm-hmm.
I have to make you a carving
Football
knife. Like a
season.
good carver.
Is that all you do? Is just beat it up?
Yeah, that's all you gotta do, Wallace, is just beat it up.
That's what she said.
But I'm pumped.
How do you know that you gave it enough space and all that jazz?
Lots of practice.
Gotcha.
Seriously, it's one of those things where it gets to be where it's almost intuitive versus I kind of eyeball stuff a whole lot. But what I look at here is right here, and I always leave myself enough room, like it's like one more
Okay.
pilot in there as attention if I have to. But just eyeballing it.
Yeah. Woo! What? Wow.
I think I'm going to be putting an multi-clip on that one for deep pocket carry and the tassel.
Yeah. I would like that one for deep
Yeah.
pocket carry.
So this one is 5,400-year-old bog oak with 80 CRV2. I left the Ford scale on there so I kind of show off the bevel. Did not put a swedge on that one. And then this is in lanyard tube so that if you carry it in your pocket, all you gotta do is find the lanyard, find the tassel, and it gives you everything else. So the lanyard tube actually acts kind of like almost like an extender on one of those those big mags for compacts.
Ooh. Since that was made out of bogwood, we can call that one Sam. Or Frodo. I think Sam really though.
Sam? Samwise? So yeah, another one ready for the Maker's Mark. So
Think
I'm very
about
happy
all
about
the
that.
rabbits you can skin with if you want to, I guess. Yeah.
That's not how you treat the brassiconies.
Yes.
What is potatoes, precious?
Nope.
Did I send you that video?
Yes, Samwise and Sound of Silence?
Sound of Silence.
I think I put that one in the family chat.
A disturbed version of Sound of Silence.
Yes. Okay, I think the only one I didn't really wasn't happy with, I have to figure out a new answer for, is this one. This Karambit's based on the first Karambit I ever got to play with. My instructor brought it from Indonesia. It was actually a wooden handle from here to here, and it had a little tiny blade, hidden tang, that went in and was pinned. So it was only just like a little claw that was stuck in there.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do a full tang version of it,
Okay.
but there's no heel on the finger well for it to lock into. So it doesn't want to lock.
Now.
Whereas like
Somebody's in the grill.
with these,
It smells like it, doesn't it?
you've got this ricasso here and you've got the heel. which is where it locks in. So I've got to come up with something else. I was thinking about maybe like some rare earth magnets embedded in the sheath or something like that, but those have to be pressed in so they don't stick up. How are we looking? What grid is that? 400?
Yeah. See what I mean? They smoothed it out.
Yeah, it really did. It took that ridge right off. Nice, very nice.
What?
So I think it's just your neighbor somewhere.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say somebody's grilling something. It's my inner fat kid can smell it.
Yeah, right.
I know. I was like, man, it smells like burgers actually.
How about
Grilled meat.
I was gonna say I'm gonna yeah, over at the neighbor's house, the COVID house. All the triplets have COVID.
Damn.
Yeah.
Keep that shit over there. Sorry, triplets.
You ready to wrap?
We got about 8 minutes left.
Okay.
7 minutes left ish. So
Okay.
if you wanna start going through and see where everybody's at.
Yep.
So Wallace,
See, that's what I was talking about.
Damn. Hello.
just throw that on the ground.
I did.
Wallace is just
I just
throwing
wanted to
shit
look at
around.
it.
So tell me about what you did today.
Ooh,
About
good
what
idea.
I did?
Yeah, what'd you do?
Oh yeah. So we are working on full size blade. So the small one we just did, I'm calling that line the Confidant. This is gonna be my full size blade. I married 2 blades together. One blade is where this handle came from, and this end it's from the sled, but I wanted a deeper belly on it because I like my blades to have a big belly on them. And I'm a big dude, so I like to chop things and I like to feel that fluid motion and stuff. So that's why we went with that. And so we got the holes and stuff done, spine's all taken care of, inside's done. So I think we're gonna be moving out to heat treating at some point and picking out handle material and all that jazz. You'll probably maybe see me here on the weekend, and we'll actually come in. I'll actually be able to get something done.
Well, you got something
I
done.
got something done.
All right, onward. So Jeremy says it was.
Yes.
Jeremy said it was nice seeing your face for more than 15 minutes tonight.
Oh, well, you know what, Jeremy? You can see it for more than that if you want. I don't know.
What do you? How
I
do you?
get done?
Yeah, what'd you get done today?
Okay. I got these 3. Well, almost ready for heat treat. I'm gonna do a mosaic pin there. But these 2 are done.
So you got another mark on that
I might
one.
put a center pin there too. So technically, I got 1 done. And then I got these cut and shaped.
They're nice.
After those get drilled, it'll be ready for heat treat. Sale, Christmas. Maybe these are Christmas presents.
Maybe these are just for special people.
We'll see.
How about you, Scott? How do you feel about what you got done today?
Good.
Good.
Yeah. Wish I would have finished this one today, but
So you got
we'll see.
2 handles you started shaping?
Yep.
All right. And now over to Charles in charge. Charles
So, what
in
did I do
charge
today?
in of our days
I got
and our
this
nights.
handle completed, and I'm going to stab you with. And I also got, I just finished up getting this one rail. This one needs now is the Ulti-Clip, and that will be ready to go. And the same for this one, really. So, yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with the work that I got done. It was a very nice therapeutic day in the shop. So good luck.
Well, we got 3 minutes left. So, whatever.
And I got the prototype for the Tomahawk sheet covered up.
Oh yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
You were productive today, unlike me.
Except that one.
You were productive today.
Do me
Do me a favor, double check the date on your phone since we only got a couple of minutes. Double check the date on your phone and then make sure we can have all those dates ready.
October 25th and 26th.
What was that?
That's not it. It's payday.
It should be October 5th.
next week.
Right there, but that's not.
October 5th. You were right. All right.
All right, let me know when you're ready, and I'll.
Whenever you are. Like I said, we got like
Hey guys, we're
a
gonna
minute
wrap
or
up.
two.
Back up. Oh yeah.
Dance time? Are you dancing? Dancing with my knives. Alrighty. Well,
All right. Well, it's
are you hiding? Are you hiding? Step this way a little bit more. Okay, there we go. All right. Upside down?
Guys. Thank you for joining us for another live. We're wrapping up here. It's 6 to 8, man. That time goes so fast. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the heckling. And can't wait to see you guys next time. I also wanted to thank the people that we work with once again. We try to do this every time. The scope returner, John Bryant, he does all of our handle materials and just does an amazing job. Custom engravers, who I'm getting ready to inundate with blades. I think Scott's got a bunch that are going to be ready to go too.
Children, keep your hands to yourselves.
We also wanted to give a shout out to Phoenix Abrasives. I actually talked with Greg today, and they're actually going to be launching a redo, a fresh website, same address. I believe it's phoenixabrasives.com, so check it out. It's going to be going live later this week. Alabama Damascus, once again, they have amazing performance in there, high carbon Damascus. And I'm going to be actually doing a bunch more work on the Damascus blades coming here very shortly, so you get to see some of the newer patterns. As well as Cinder Rose. I'm going to be showing some sheaths very soon to you guys. Should be getting them back this week or next from them. And have to show you guys some pictures from our from their messenger bag that they did for my wife Tasha. So they're bringing that over tomorrow, so we'll show you that. And once again, as always, Larceny, please watch us because we would love to.
Yay,
We're
Larceny.
in the shop with bourbon and heavy equipment. Awesome stuff. So, so we have the couple shows coming up as a last reminder. October 5th, we're going to be out in Howard City at the venue in Ensley. And then October 18th and 19th, we will be in Holland out at the Civic Center there for the Autumn Out of the Barn show. And that is an amazing show as well. Come check us out, say hi, check out the new designs, get your workshop. It's getting them the
Gift giving season. Yeah.
Quick here, and we've got these amazing experiences, a full day workshop where you get to design from paper to edge your very own high carbon steel custom blade designed by you for you. So come check that out too. Until next time, stay bladed.
Stay bladed, guys. Say bye-bye. Okay, let me press the button. Let me press the button.